souls. It's literally me waking up. I thought today would be a good day to do a day in the life. Me traveling in Rio. Good morning to my sister. Hi, sister. This is the view from my back window for the bedroom that I'm staying in. It's very urban industrial. But at least the sky is pretty today. I think I might go and have myself a coffee. Before I head downstairs, I just wanted to talk to you guys about this little thing here. This is a ckeared, right? It's a mat. It's a, a plant-based mat. It's quite cozy. It's quite thick. I've slept on these a couple of times. Usually in Macumba, when people do a deitada, they lay on these mats. Time to make some coffee. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. With this cool little doobie lackey thingy here. I'm going to put some coffee in there and some boiled water, and then I'm going to let it drip. That's how they do it here. Thought I'd come here and have a look at my journal page from yesterday. I did that one yesterday, and I started that one and I let it dry. So while the water's boiling, I'm just going to have a bit of a look at it and feel the texture. I love the way that the paper kind of gets buckled, and I love the feel of paper once you've worked on it. Like, these are the pages that I've worked on. Oh, I've got to show you guys something funny. This is where my lammy failed. Hang on. There. That. I did that when I was drunk. Can you tell? I had to come in and actually do a little bit of a write-up about it, because that piece of paper is what I wrapped around the beer that I was drinking, because I don't do wetsuit stubby coolers here in Rio. And then I decided I'd come home while I was drunk and journal, which is hilarious, really. But this little page here, I took inspiration from my friend Egun from A Wild Light, who's just started her sweet little journaling course, and she's offering 4 free lessons, and she was talking about techniques to use with watercolor and stuff like that, and she showed us a few things. So I used all of them here with just my pocket, my koi watercolors, my pocket field sketch box. So cool. I've been working hard with that. So yeah, that's my fucking lammy that failed. Pisses me off. He is in the strainer, and I need more coffee. Almost ready. Look at that. Look at that. Coffee is everything to me, especially while I'm here. I need to be extra alert. Got this cute little cup set. My mother says this is Portuguese. It's not date stamped or anything, but it's so cute. It's made from porcelain, so I've been drinking my coffees out of this, and this midget spoon here, and loving it. I feel very high tea when I do. I finished my messy journal page here. Wrote some stuff and in accordance with the prompts that Egun gave me, and I've started my other page. I want to put a nice little poem here. So that was my morning relaxation exercise, kind of like a meditative thing, because it's too noisy here to meditate, so I can't still my mind, so I prefer to journal and like sort of seek out my inner peace, if that makes sense. So this is a meditative activity for me. And I used again the splatter technique and the smudging technique that I learnt from Egun of A Wild Light and her sweet little journaling course. So I really appreciated that, because I have a koi pocket-filled sketch box, and I've struggled with working with it because I'm not accustomed to working with watercolour. And now that I've learnt these little tips, I've kind of I've relaxed a bit more, and I'm loving the fluid nature of watercolour and the way that it ends up. Like, it looks messy, but when you write over the top of it in beautiful font, or you stick some washi tape, like, it just all seems to come together so nicely in a way that I'm totally loving. So that is actually watercolour, I used my watercolour pen to write that. That's the first time I've actually written words with my watercolour pen. This is done with watercolour pen and my finger and that. And that's my little mandala. I love mandalas. I love drawing them. Like that there, I just loved the way that that turned out. And this is where my Lammy fucking failed. I'm so pissed off. See that? Sucks when a pen fucks up, because that's how I felt. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing this morning. And over here is my family in meeting. There's my mother, there's my sister, there's my nieces. They're having a meeting about the cleansing that needs to take place today. So let's see how that one goes. Tarot reading while my journal pages dry. Got some good cards here from the Smith Waite Tarot Deck Centennial Edition. Love this little tin. That's what we're working with here with the sisters and the niece. The niece just had a nice little meeting around the long table. This over here is sulfur in this bag here, and this is tourmaline here. Actually, these are some beautiful pieces of tourmaline. There's 3 of them. See? Beautiful pieces of tourmaline that I will be using in some magic later on today. They've been sitting in my bag, so that's what we're doing. Heading out to the supermarket, going by foot. My niece, my sister, and our nice little spirits. This is the street that I live in. That way to the favela, and that way to the bus stops. Yes, this is the street. There's many more flowers here than there were when I was younger, but looks nicer, I think. More trees. Broken ass sidewalks that we're forced to walk on. Check out the rubbish over there. There's my sister and my niece. And there's a big ass bus. This is the local supermarket. There's the sister. Back there is some banks, and there is the metro station just behind there. So we're here at the supermarket. We've got here in this bag here onion skins to put in an incense, and we've got heaps of like garlic skins as well. So this is the witchy stuff that we do in the supermarket. Look at all that. And this is the fruit and veg section. And look at that up there. Very religious here. I'll show you. Yeah, very religious here. Yep. Stopping off for a bit of ice cream now at the corner store. There's the street that I live in up there. We're about there-ish. And yeah, so we're just here on our way back from the supermarket with all of our bags. It was a hectic walk. Here is my condensed milk ice cream. So decadent. It's my niece Tracy. Hi. Sister over there having a moment with her ice cream. And the ice creamery. Okay guys, this is my sister. She's going to tell you what this is. Como é que se chama? Contra Egun. It's against, what would you say an Egun is? A bad spirit? Against a bad spirit. And you tie it on your arm like this. Right? So. And you put one on each arm, don't you? Yeah. And then one around your waist, which is called... Cadê a umbigueira? Você não tem a umbigueira?
Não, agora não. Igualzinho.
It's the same. Now, this is... Let me show you up close. If it will actually focus. Focus.
Chama-se para da costa.
So it's a kind of straw. which is sacred to the Orisha Inyansan, who is the holder of the Egun. So she controls the Egun. Eu sei. Eu tô tentando fazer aqui. Segura aí pra mim. Pra mostrar. See, it's like plaited. Can you see how that's plaited? I can't get it to focus necessarily, but it is plaited. Here's a bit of a thicker one. Segura essa grossinha pra mim. There you go. There's a better look at it. And you wear these when you're doing a house cleansing. Yeah, almost had it there. There you go. And you wear these when you're doing a house cleansing. Now, para dar uma limpeza na casa, passar defumador na casa, for visiting cemeteries, hospitals, sick people, and like governmental, like police departments and government buildings where there's prisoners, basically. So, prisoners and things. Okay. There's my mother talking. She's telling you all about it.
Prisons and all that.
Prisons, yeah. So that's why we wear them. So we'll be putting these on today. Right, we're going to tell you what an Egun is. Go, start with Adriana. Go, start with Ingrid. Go, start with Mum. You guys are shit actors.
Egun é espírito que não foi encarnado.
So it's a spirit that did not reincarnate.
Yeah, tá tendo problema.
And they're having problems.
Perturbados, estão tendo problemas.
They're disturbed. And they cause disasters.
Não, o que aconteceu com eles?
So it was a violent death. So unincarnated souls that suffered a violent death. So this could be anything from a car accident to a stabbing to... O quê?
Também tem aqueles os espíritos que desencarnaram, não tiveram missas, pessoas comuns que não tiveram missas, não tiveram uma vela acesa, não tiveram orientação para seguir seu caminho. Outra pessoa de má intenção vai, alimenta eles com comida, tudo que a gente come. E eles grudam naquela outra pessoa que eles querem que grude. Aí eles começam a perturbar.
So my sister was saying as well, so aside from the fact that Eguns are often created through, the violent deaths and etc., she was also saying that those who aren't put to peace when they die, who haven't had a proper burial service, who haven't had, a proper passing away ceremony, a descent into the underworld ceremony, they then can, run the risk of becoming an Egun, and they stick to people, to individuals, and then haunt the houses. And I say the word haunt loosely. I'm going to show you how to wrap, como é que se chama isso?
É pano de cabeça.
Just a head wrap, okay?
Já, mas aí a gente usa, esse é o nome no Yorubá.
O quê?
Comum.
Qual é o nome?
Pano de cabeça.
Qual é o nome de?
Ojá.
So that's Yoruba, Ojá, and Portuguese, just a head wrap, like a head scarf. So you do this to protect your crown chakra, your body. Body. To block it. So. Isn't hers pretty? So every time she does any form of spirit work, she will have one of these if she doesn't want a spirit to enter her ori, so her head, which would be open. So she blocks it. There you go. Okay. Next to show you is... These are guias. Como é que é o nome exato em Yorubá para...
Fio de conta.
Fio de conta, sim, mas o outro nome. So these necklaces are handmade.
Fio de conta. É fio de conta.
Em Urubá. É fio de conta.
Não, não sei não. Não dá tempo.
Ah, tá. A Fefa e a Tracy falou outro dia, mas eu esqueci agora. Explica só pra que é isso, Ingrid.
Usa em toda sessão. Vou fazer qualquer coisa.
Chamaram cartão, fio de conta.
So this is a fio de conta. There is a Yoruba name for it, but no one can remember it right now. And so each one of these is a sacred beaded necklace for an orisha. Each of them has a firma. This is a big bead here that is often set in place by the Mãe de Santo, so the high priestess, and is closed. Each of these relate to a specific orisha and or spirit. Esse daqui é caboclo. Mostra só os outros.
Oxóssi.
Oxóssi.
Nanã.
Nanã.
Omulu.
Omulu.
Iemanjá.
Emanjá.
Xangô.
Xangô.
Oxalá.
Oxalá. Pronto. Isn't she a beauty? Look at that. Okay, so here we have a different demonstration of a contra Egun. This belongs to my sister Jennifer. She practices candomblé as well as Umbanda, or she was of Umbanda, now practices candomblé. They're her fio de conta for Ogum e Emanjá. Tem Oxalá aí também. Oxum. Pronto. They're her fio de conta. This is her contra Egun. Delogum, desculpa. Ah, tá. As fechaduras, mostra as fechaduras. É, as firmas. Lindo. They're the closing aspects. And this is her contra Egun. Quer segurar pra mim?
Se chama do...
Unicam? Ican. Isso daqui é o quê? Loca. Mocha. We're speaking Yoruba here. So that is hers. So my sister's over here was Umbanda, and this one over here is Candomblé. So pretty, hey! And these are all made by hand. You have to make these yourself. So this is made. That's made. Those are made. You make your own. Oh, look at how they're closed. Cool, hey? We're doing rainy day fucking witchcraft. I've got a mouthful of biscuit too. I'm being a bit rude. Come to do some stuff. We are preparing to do a bit of work here in the centro. It's leaking, the roof's leaking. It's a very old roof. It's all like terracotta tiles and stuff. I'm sitting where my grandmother used to sit, in this little broken chair. There's my sister. My sister. Sitting here before the grand altar, we're going to light some candles and begin our smudging ritual for today. Okay?
Ai, eu não trouxe aqui do Evangelho, né?
We're making out herbal rinse here. how they do charcoal. The incense burning here. So this is just a pan, gas fire. This is just natural pieces of charcoal that she's going to heat up. They're not self-igniting charcoal discs like many are accustomed to. They are heat them up yourself and then chuck them in the oven kind of work.
Well broughton.
So I'm all dressed up and ready to cleanse. Like a go. Woo! I'm dressed up and ready to cleanse. I've got my contra Egun, I've got my Fuji contra, which belongs to my mother, and this is for Elsa. And my headscarf, and I'm ready to work with some sulfur. Okay. She set it on fire. She set it on fire and there's smoke everywhere. Olhas. Oh meu Deus.
Ei, vocês falaram, botaram fogo. Ei, a gente botou.
So this is going on. This is my mum being the real trooper, holding the glass of water, and check this out. She's holding the candle for our blessing. We've had to take a pause to get more coal, and that's what we're doing. But look at her there! She's such a trooper! A little bit of sage. Lovely, lovely. A little bit of coffee and sugar to just wrap up this last bit of cleansing. And there it is, folks, done and dusted. We did the whole house, upstairs, downstairs. We have these cool things, I don't know if you can see them, leaves, they're tied to the front and back door. And we're done skis. I'm knackered. I'm absolutely knackered. I've been working with sulfur and onion skin and garlic peel. So, not nice. Smoked my eyes, irritated. Yes, I did it well ventilated. Yes, I did mask my face. Yes, I do know how to work with sulfur. It's just a pain in the ass when you have to. And it didn't, we made it to about there. We had 1.5 rooms to go plus the front door. Yes, I went outside looking like this. So that's it. Knackered. We've run out of gas in our stove, so it looks like it's gonna be pizza tonight, folks. There's my sister. We are done. This is the end of the evening. We've just had our dinner and I'm covered in herbs. See this green stuff? It's all over the floor as well. That's all herb, all over the floor, because we all just, after the big house cleanse, we had to have a herb bath, which you saw preparing earlier on. So we're all got herbs all over us. I've still got heaps on my back and on my legs, and it's, as I dry, it's slowly falling off. So that's my story, and that's the end of my day in the life. This was an out of the ordinary day, but not entirely. We do just about this much kind of spirituality in a day. It's organised together spirituality, or we're just sitting here in this area having a big old chat about stuff. And that's just kind of the way that it is, hey? So, much love, many blessings, hope you enjoyed it. And I might do one in another 3 years. See ya.